decided to optimize the front panel path because we know a lot of the gamers, they use front panel to connect to their gaming headsets. And there were different type of gaming headsets or the hi-fi headsets. The impedance were ranged from 32 ohm to up to 600 ohm. So we decided to optimize this path. So we added two things, the driver IC from Texas Instruments and also a DAC, digital to analog converter from ESS. So let's take a closer look. Here's the comparison of the front panel audio design from between last generation and this generation. At the bottom is last year's Z170 design, and at the top is this year's design. In this year's design, we added the digital to analog converter from ESS. In last year's design, we used the built-in DAC from the codec. This year, we decided to output as a digital signal and have the ESS DAC to do the digital to analog conversion. To maximize the performance of this DAC, we also added a dedicated clock to minimize the jitter of the signal. We are also adding this RC 4580 to boost the current that go through this path because we know a lot of the users, they were using low impedance to high impedance. So we want it to be compatible with all types of headsets. And so also we have the Sony Sense app, which is the impedance detection design. So when you plug in any headsets, it's going to detect your headset impedance and automatically amplify your headsets for you. This year, we made it even better on the Sony Studio with the casting enhancer. So what is casting enhancer? We know a lot of the gamers, they do recording of their gameplay, or they do streaming on Twitch. And sometimes they add their own voices to during the gameplay to communicate with their partners or to have some captions. So the casting enhancers will do noise reduction during your gameplay and during your game recording and make your voice much more clear. And it's going to work on two different platforms. The popular XSplit in an earlier section that Ken just talked about, and also on the OBS, Open Broadcaster Softwares. These two popular recording and streaming softwares. And so Sony Studio. In addition to that, Sony Studio is also good for gamers. So we have a dedicated UI board, and we have different presets for this lighting control. You can have it in static color, breathing color, or flashing colors, or you can do like color cycles. Color cycles means that you can have, you can decide 5 to 7 different colors and decided to run it in the cycles. And also you can have some functional presets such as CPU temperature. Like with the different CPU temperature, it changes its color. So when you look at the lights, you know whether your system is too hot or not. So that's on the Hero and the Extreme motherboard. And next feature is Keybot II. Last year we introduced the first generation Keybot, and that was the first time ever we have this hardware-based macro key function implemented on the motherboard. This year we have some improvements and have the second generation Keybot II. And as usual, like for the Keybot, there are 4 major functions: macro keys, function keys, shortcut keys, and also the smart logins, smart inputs. And this year, with the Keybot II, first we we integrate with the Turbo app. So some of you are very familiar with the ROG or Asus motherboards. You might be familiar with the Turbo app. Turbo app is to customize network priorities and also music settings for your different programs. With integration between the Keybot and the Turbo app, meaning that when you open different games, it's going to load different macro key profiles for you. Because like for gamers, you will have different macro keys for when you are playing first-person shooting games and when you are playing strategy games. So Turbo app automatically will switch between the different macro key profiles for you. And the second is we add more features in the S5 mode. S5 mode is when you shut down your computer. When you press and hold the enter button for 2 seconds, your computer will boot up. And when you press CLR, when your system is shut down, it will clear the CMOS for you. That's very handy for the overclockers, because sometimes they need to clear their CMOS very often.
It's the battle of the century!
So Johnson is the red, the can on the left. I think it's too good.
Thank you. I mean a professional player. So I just show you an example. I just do the scene. I just press F1 and F2 only, and I can do the fireball and the rest the JD piece. Okay. You are too good. Do you want to see how do I recall the macro key as just one key?
Okay.
I can show it to you. Let's open our UI here, and then you can recall the real motion here. Like if you want to a special attack like fireball. Let's finish. Okay. Then you can very set. Okay, stop. We can apply the key to F4 or F5 here. So you can implement this key to any game you wanted. And then we also have verified a couple of high keyboard with macro.
Design is even thinner for the CPUs, so it's really hard to place them in the CPU socket and to remove them with your hands. I know some of you are really experts, you probably build your PC every day, but for first-time users, sometimes they can damage their CPU sockets very easily. So we decided to include this bracket that you can easily remove or put in your CPU. So does anyone want to try this thing? This gentleman here, maybe?